to another Animal Crossing New Horizons video. So in today's video we're going to be analysing and discussing the new HD renders that were released for the game. By the way, I don't know where these were officially released, but I found them on the Animal Crossing fandom site, so if you wanted to take a closer look at the images in your own time, I would recommend going there to see them all. So with that said, let's just get started. So let's start off with the most boring of renders, but still fun to look at, the fruits. So first let's look at the apples, since we have seen apples countless times in the trailers. This isn't too much different to how we're used to seeing them now, but I just wanted to point out that these apples are looking pretty shiny and juicy. They might just be the most delicious looking apples we've ever had in Animal Crossing. So this makes me super excited to see what the perfect apples will look like in the game, since I've always thought that the perfect apples look so awesome. So yep, here's what the apples look like. Moving on to the oranges. We have actually seen oranges before, but they were in a really blurry screenshot I believe, but it was really too small and blurry to see what they look like, so now that I've seen this, I'm super happy with how they look. I love how you can see where the actual orange fruit is inside of the skin, and again it just looks super juicy and lovely. Next up, I thought we'd look at the coconuts, because again we've already seen these in trailers, but I think these coconuts are looking a lot better than they did previously. I'll go into more detail on the coconut trees later, but at first in the game trailers they appeared to look quite strange, so I'm happy to see some shiny HD Animal Crossing coconuts back in all the detail that they deserve. Okay, so let me talk about cherries for a moment. Cherries are my Animal Crossing fruit. I've always had cherries since my first ever childhood town. So cherries mean a lot to me, okay? But can we just take a look at these for a moment? What is wrong with these cherries, you might be thinking? Well, in my personal opinion, these cherries look more like tomatoes. Which, by the way, I hate tomatoes, so this isn't good. Of course they're looking super shiny and cute, but I have some criticism for these, and that is that I hope they would change the colour of them. If you compare the colour of these cherries to cherries in real life, or even cherries from previous games, you can see that something is off. They aren't even a cherry colour. These cherries are much more on the orange side than red or pink. So of course they look great, but I hope they'll change the colour of these before the game's official release, because I don't really want tomato trees in my town. Next up is peaches. Wow, I hope I don't get demonetized for having this peach on my screen. So when I first saw this peach, I was thinking, something's different, something's missing. And it turns out a lot of things are different with this peach, so let's get into that. So here's an image of the previous peaches in the games. So first thing that's obviously different is there are no leaves on the peaches anymore. I don't like it. I'm a big time Animal Crossing fan, I've played all the games, and I want my peaches to stay the same and have leaves on, okay? Also, these peaches aren't as shiny as they used to be, since I guess they're going for more realistic texture, and as you guys know, peaches are kind of fluffy in real life, so wouldn't be that shiny, but I'm not sure how I feel about these peaches. What I will say is he's looking pretty thick and juicy though, and looks like he's really living up to his buttfruit nickname in New Horizons. Moving on, pears. Oh my gosh guys, look at these pears. I absolutely love the improvements they've made to these. Look at the texture and all the details. If we compare them to how pears looked previously, you can just clearly see how much cuter these pears are. And I know pears used to be probably most people's least favourite fruit, but I'm not sure that's going to be the case in New Horizons, because oh my gosh, these pears are looking pretty good if you ask me. Okay, so now that we're finally done with the fruit, let's move on to these tree renders. So first up is the usual Animal Crossing trees that we have all over our town. We've seen these plenty of times in trailers and screenshots, so not much to say except these look beautiful. I love the texture on the trunk, I love all the leaves, and I especially love how the leaves will blow in the wind in New Horizons. They're going to look super beautiful while playing the game. So moving on, let's talk about the palm trees. So in the first Animal Crossing trailer we ever got, we saw these palm trees in one of the first shots, and I'm not gonna lie, I absolutely hated how they looked. They were almost glowing and they had hardly any texture and just looked really weird to be honest. But now look at these. These palm trees look gorgeous. You can really tell they've put a lot of work into improving the palm trees, which I can't complain about. I love how they look now. So next up is the absolutely gorgeous cedar trees. I mean, come on, look at these. This tree is beautiful. What the heck? I never thought I would love cedar trees this much, but apparently I do now. Look at how much these trees have improved since the last Animal Crossing game. They've not only grown massively in height, but have so much more little details, texture, and lighting and shadow effects. I actually adore the cedar trees now in Animal Crossing New Horizons, and I can't wait to plant them in my town once the game releases. Okay, so now onto the fun stuff. The character art. So here we have a brand new piece of art featuring Tom Nook and the cutest little villager crafting together. So I absolutely love this artwork. Just a few things I want to point out. One is the shadow on Tom Nook's shirt from his big head. I love that, it's so lovely. Another thing I wanted to point out is the lighting on the villager's hair. I love this, and I can definitely see an improvement from the first ever trailer when the hair almost looked like jelly. Now I think they've really worked on the texture and the hair, and I really like how this looks so shiny. Next up is the beautiful art of a villager using a pole to jump across the river, and of course little Hamlet is here too. Also, I think this villager needs to be careful because oh my gosh, he's going to jump straight into a pitfall. Anyways, this looks beautiful because of course it does. I love the water splash, I love the grass and weeds, and I love the character's little backpack flying behind him. Look at the sunlight sparkling on the water. It's such a beautiful piece of art. So here's the last one of these large character renders. It's a cute little shot of a villager munching on an apple, and Fuchsia is just walking past collecting twigs, probably for the campfire. I love this. You can see all the texture in the tent and the wood pieces. And by the way, if you zoom in, you can see all this beautiful texture on the character's clothing. It looks gorgeous, and I can't wait to sit by the campfire with all my villagers. Okay, so there was some HD renders of Tom and Timmy and Tommy to look at, but we've seen those characters in HD plenty of times, so I thought we'd move straight on into the one and only KK slider. So as you can see, KK is looking fluffier than we've ever seen him. He has so much texture on his fur now, and I absolutely love it compared to how he's been shown in previous games. And if you zoom in, you can see so much detail has been added into his guitar, and I'm so happy to see him back with his guitar sitting on his little stool. I much prefer KK Slider to DJ KK, so I'm super happy that this is the version of him that they've decided to release some HD art of, because we've been missing a lot of the characters from screenshots and trailers, and KK is the first one we've gotten to see other than Tom and Timmy and Tommy, and I'm really grateful to see some NPCs are being worked on, and I love how KK looks. Okay, so now we've got lots of villager renders to go through. Here's the first one, a sporty looking villager. He looks like he's going for a run down the beach in his little vest and sandals. He's having a great time, I think, and I love the shadows on his face from his hair. It looks great. Of course, he's got a brand new hairstyle. I absolutely love that we're getting a larger variety of hairstyles. As you know, that's something I really wanted in the game, and especially now that our characters can finally have dark skin, I think the inclusion of these sorts of hairstyles is really important, and I'm really happy to see this being included in the game. Moving on, let's take a look at my favourite villager art that was released. Look how adorable this villager is. Again, I love the shadows from her head on her dress. I love the detail in her lacy socks, the shine on her shoes, her adorable new hairstyle, flower crown, blushy cheeks, round nose. Oh my gosh, everything about this character is adorable. And if we compare her to how this sort of character would have looked in the last Animal Crossing game, you can really see how much work they've put into improving the character designs. Also, I definitely think the pupils might be a little bigger than they were in the first trailer, because they don't look so creepy to me anymore. I really like how this character looks, and I just can't wait to make my character just as cute as this, because I absolutely love this character's design. It's super sweet. Next up, we have this cute male villager. I love his hair and his little square nose, and again, blushy cheeks. I'm so happy with his outfit. He looks super simple and chilled out. I love his shirt tied around his waist, and I'm really happy to get a closer look at this, because we've seen this before in previous trailers, but to see it up close is a lot better, and to me it really does seem like a separate piece of clothing to the trousers and shirt, so this gives me hope for lots more accessories in the game. And as you can see, he's wearing a backpack too, so it wouldn't be in the same category as bags. I wonder what sort of accessories our characters can have, and yeah, I just really love how cute this character is. He's adorable. Next up, we have this very unique looking villager. They're wearing a big knitted hat and a poncho and carrying lots of fruit I showed off before. Again, the shadow and lighting is lovely. The fruits look awesome. I love their awkward little Lenny face and all the detail on their poncho and shoes, and I love their little necklace as well. I'm not sure if this is attached to the poncho, but if not, again, we might have hope for some more accessories and necklaces and bracelets and possibly even earrings. You never know. Next up is this adorable and colourful female villager. I love her dungarees and I love her glasses that match her shoes. I really love the design of this character, and she's just chilling out, browsing Instagram or Twitter. I don't know what she's doing, but as you can see, we have a much better look at the different phone cases you can get. She has a super cute leaf pattern phone case. I love this, and I can't wait to decorate my Nook phone too. She has an adorable little square nose. I absolutely love this, and I'm really happy to see this pigtail hairstyle, because this is the hairstyle I used to have when I was younger, and I think it looks great. This character has to be one of my favorites because I love her colourful style, and she's just really cute. Okay, so now let's take a look at this gorgeous mermaid-like villager. First up, we have a much better look at this new wavy hairstyle I'm so in love with. I absolutely love the way this hair looks. I love the new hair colour too. She has the cutest pink little round nose and some gorgeous shadows from her hair. And something really awesome I noticed is her top. So as far as I'm aware, we've never had a sleeveless top in Animal Crossing. A lot of people would make skin colour patterns that look like bikinis or crop tops in New Leaf, but I'm pretty sure this is an actual top we can buy or craft to wear. This is so cute because you can see the character's shoulders, a bit of their cute little tummy, and I'm really happy they've finally given us crop tops, because this gives everyone so much more ways to dress the character and show off their unique style. And I love her flowy ankle length skirt. I can imagine she's chilling at the beach with the first sporty villager I showed. And she also has the cutest little crossbody bag. I love how many details they're giving us in this game, and it makes me so excited to dress up my character too. Next we have some art of villagers doing some activities. So first up is this villager with an axe. Looks like he's been chopping down some trees. The axe looks awesome. I think this is definitely a beginner's axe since it's made of a rock and a stick. The villager also has the cutest shiny wellies and this really cool bag that carries his wood for him. I wonder if this means we'll have different bags to give us more storage space for different items. I'm not sure, but it looks really cool. Next is the cutest art of this villager watering her flowers. So the first thing I want to point out is the watering can. This is definitely a plastic watering can. It's really cute and reminds me of the one I used to have when I was younger. We've only ever had a grey metal watering can in previous games, so I'm really happy to see a new type of design for the watering cans. And I wonder if we'll have the choice to change the colours of it, and if there'll be many different types of cans we can collect. I don't know, but this makes me super excited. The next thing I want to talk about is the flowers. So these are definitely new flowers. We've never seen these flowers in any other screenshots or trailers in the game. And I'm pretty sure these flowers are hyacinths. I'm so happy to have some more flower variety in the game, and I can't wait to see what these will look like in everyone's town. Oh, and of course this character again has another new hairstyle that I love, and the cutest little glasses. Look at them, they're so cute! Next is this art of a cute sleepy villager fishing. This looks awesome. I love how the fishing rod looks. I love the character's cute little bag that could be used to store more fish or possibly even fishing bait. And can I just say that the fish is looking scaly as fuck. Look at him. This is the shiniest and scaliest fish we've ever had. He looks awesome. All in all, this render is gorgeous. I love the way they've dressed the villager up in his fishing gear, and this makes me so excited to go fishing in the game, and the new fish renders look absolutely awesome. And lastly, let's take a look at this art of a female villager catching bugs. So first of all, she has a new hairstyle that looks to be shaven on one side. I love this because of course I do, I love new hairstyles. The next thing to look at is the net. So this is definitely not a beginner's net because we've seen that previously and it's made out of twigs. I wonder what sort of things we'll have to collect to craft this. It looks so amazing, and again, I'm so grateful to get lots of new tool designs because we've had the same silvery metal tools since the original Animal Crossing game, and I think it's great to have some new variety of styles for not only our characters and furniture and houses, but our tools too. And if we take a closer look at the bug, you can see how much detail they've put into even these tiny bugs we'll probably only see for a few seconds when our character shows them at the screen. If you compare this to how they used to look, it's just crazy. The butterflies actually have texture on their wings and eyes and legs now. This is so amazing, and I can't wait to see even more bugs and how they'll all look in the museum exhibit together. This character is also using a little bag like the fishing and woodcutting villager, so I think this could be a little extra storage space for bugs. If not, it's still pretty cute to have different types of bags to carry when doing different activities. Oh, and one last thing. Look at the cute little seals on this villager's socks. They've even put patterns on the socks now. Seal socks, everyone. What more could we ask for? But yeah, those are all the renders we have to look at today. I hope you enjoyed looking at all the new art with me. If you liked this video, please do leave a like and subscribe, only if you want to though. And thank you all so much for watching, and I'll speak to you on my next video. Bye!